The Grammy Award, or just Grammy, is an award presented to recognize achievements in the music industry. The Grammy Award ceremony is the biggest music night in the music industry. Along with awards, there are also performances by singers. Some of the performances are guaranteed to leave our jaws on the floor. In today's video, we're going to see the top 10 most amazing Grammy performances. Stay tuned, as you're going to see one of the most iconic performances of all time. Before that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our squad. Number 10. Lady Gaga, 2011. Lady Gaga walked the red carpet of the 2011 Grammys in a device that was a cross between a pod and an egg. She then hatched on stage to sing her song about self-acceptance. After arriving on the red carpet in an egg, Lady Gaga hit the Grammy stage. She emerged from the egg in a high ponytail, gold top, and long skirt, her makeup all black and gold. She performed her single Born This Way. Midway through the song, an organ emerged from the stage floor, and Gaga put a surprisingly dark, horror movie-like spin on the notes of the song, and then belted out the rest of the bridge as her dancers surrounded her. The disco vibe of the tune kicked back in as her dancers ripped off their tunics and danced around her. Before leaving the stage, Gaga put on her trench and hat as the song faded out. She won 3 Grammys, and she later told Jay Leno she spent 3 days in the temperature-controlled egg. Number 9. ADELE, 2017. Of course, there's no denying that ADELE has the legendary vocal ability, but her performance didn't come without a mishap, which honestly made us fall in love with her all over again. In the fall of 2015, ADELE made her triumphant return with Hello, which peaked at number 1 on the Billboard charts a few weeks later. By the time the tune was eligible for a Grammy, it was 2017, but Hello hadn't lost a bit of its gusto. We all know ADELE is a supremely talented vocalist and commanding performer, but she seemed especially passionate that night. She honored the late George Michael with a rendition of Fast Love, but quickly stopped the song and asked to start all over. She then continued, saying she needed to do right by the past singer, stating, "I can't mess this up for him." She looked straight at the camera and belts, "Hello, can you hear me?" as if her ex-love was watching. The goosebumps were inevitable. Number 8. EMINEM and ELTON John, 2001. It may have been one of the most unexpected performances, but for the 43rd Grammy Awards, ELTON John joined EMINEM on stage. ELTON John is the duet king, so anytime he decides to bless us with one, it's guaranteed to sparkle. In an unlikely matchup circa 2001, he joined EMINEM on stage for a glassy rendition of the rapper's song Stan, a rap letter dedicated to his most rabid fans. The song originally featured Dido and was the 3rd single from his 2000 album, the Marshall Mathers LP. During this display, EMINEM raps while sitting on a bed, while ELTON, clad in one of his colorful suits, plays the keys and sings. It's a rather long performance for TV at 6 minutes, but EMINEM doesn't waste a single second tossing digs at his biggest fan. At the end of the performance, the two performers embraced, and EMINEM left the night with a total of 3 awards for his album, the Marshall Mathers LP. Number 7. Madonna, 2015. When it comes to awards shows, Madonna pulls out all the stops. Madonna stormed the Grammy stage flanked by a muscled army of Givenchy-masked minotaurs to sing her high-energy single, Living for Love, of her album Rebel Heart. She looked killer in her Wild West burlesque outfit and sounded fantastic, and any performance that ends with Madonna ascending into the heavens gets an A grade. For her performance, she rocked a red ensemble, and her backup dancers were dressed as Maleficent with black horns. They rolled around and gyrated in the background. She may technically be the pop star of yesteryear, but I'd like to see Taylor Swift try and pull off one of these moves. Performances like this prove Madonna has never exited her heyday. Number 6. Bruno Mars and Cardi B, 2018. In one of the most captivating moments of the 2018 Grammys, a seasoned star and a super-powered up-and-comer combined for an action-packed 90s-tastic performance. It was Bruno Mars and Cardi B who sang an uproarious remix of Finesse, a track from Mars' 24K Magic, which despite going up against Kendrick Lamar's Damn and Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love, took home titles for Record and Album of the Year. They performed it in all its brightly colored jack swing glory, but with added surprise treats. There were furious dance moves, and toward the end, Cardi dropped in a little from her recent single, Brighter Cardi. Number 5. Jennifer Hudson, 2012. When Whitney Houston tragically and unexpectedly passed away on February 11, 2012, the world was in shock. There was hardly enough time for anyone in the music industry or beyond to process her death before the Grammys happened the next day. But one brave Jennifer Hudson still stepped up to the plate. She was assigned the terrifying and important task of honoring the late legend, who had already passed the torch to Hudson. It's a deeply moving tribute. Wearing a simple black dress, Hudson performed the ballad backed by a simple piano. As she sang, photos of Houston and other great music people who passed that year flashed in the background. Hudson remains composed until the very end of I Will Always Love You, which sounds more poignant than ever, and signs off with a heartfelt, Whitney, we love you. Number 4. Amy Winehouse, 2008. Certain voices only come once in a lifetime, and Amy Winehouse was without a doubt one of those voices. She failed to attend the 50th Annual Grammy Awards in person. In 2008, Amy Winehouse delivered one of the best performances in Grammy history when she wasn't even there. Winehouse won 5 of the 6 Grammys for which she was nominated that night. It's easy to see why she snagged hardware for Best Record, New Artist, Song, Pop Album, and Female Pop Performance all on the same night. She wasn't actually at the ceremony because her visa was denied. But geography was a non-issue. The British crooner couldn't hide her shock at winning 5 Grammys. She made her performance of You Know I'm No Good and Rehab via satellite from London that much more fulfilling to watch and remains some of the most sensational footage we have of the late soul singer. Number 3. Kendrick Lamar, 2016. The rapper Kendrick Lamar blew the roof off the Grammy Awards in Los Angeles with a high-octane performance of 3 songs from his 11-time nominated album, To Pimp a Butterfly. The rapper delivered the performance of the night, walking out as part of a chain gang to perform The Blacker the Berry with his band locked inside jail cells. Lamar followed up the striking visuals by performing All Right in front of a giant bonfire and transitioned into a never-before-heard song utilizing some fast-action camera work before ending his performance with the word Compton over an image of Africa in one of the most striking performances to hit the Grammy stage in years. Lamar took home 4 awards before the show began and picked up another award for Best Rap Album at the beginning of the show. Number 2. BEYONCE, 2017. The world never tires of calling Beyoncé a goddess. Beyoncé is also the most nominated female artist in history, making her status on the Grammy stage legendary to begin with. Beyoncé sang powerful and soulful renditions of Love Drought and Sandcastles, utilizing holograms, digital screens, and headpieces to evoke religious symbolism from the Hindu goddess to the Virgin Mary. Of course, Beyoncé also debuted her baby bump on the stage, giving her beautiful lyrics. At one point, she even recreated the majestic and flower power backdrop from her jaw-dropping pregnancy announcement. The performance ended with Somali-British poet Warsan Shire's poetry, "If you're gonna heal, let it be glorious. 1,000 girls raise their arms. Do you remember being born?" The singer led the Grammys nomination pack, snagging 9 nods, including Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Record of the Year, for her surprise and no-holds-barred visual album, Lemonade. Number 1. Michael Jackson, 1988. The sly way that Michael Jackson so casually struts onto the stage at the beginning of his monster-sized Grammys medley in 1988 feels almost comical, like he already knew he was about to blow everyone away. He sashayed in the slowed-down beat of The Way You Make Me Feel before the signature Go On Girl really kicked off the song, at which time a few backup dancers joined him on stage. He performed wearing an understated button-down blue shirt and cropped trousers. Jackson doing TWYMMF was a joyful sight to behold, but the real magic of this performance happened during Man in the Mirror, when a huge gospel choir supported him as he preached those famous lines. And that concludes our list of the top 10 amazing Grammy performances. Which one do you think was the most iconic of all? Which one surprised you the most? Leave a comment down below to let us know. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. We'll see you next time.
Go to our website and use the coupon code KASK30 to get 30% off on your order. Link in the bio.